palace is quieter than it should be. You are 39 years old, Queen of Egypt, last ruler of a dynasty that has stood for 300 years. Tonight it ends. Outside the walls of Alexandria, Roman soldiers are already inside the city. Octavian's banners are everywhere. The man you underestimated, the boy you dismissed, the nephew of Julius Caesar who was never supposed to win, he won. And now he's coming for you, not to kill you. That's what makes it worse. He wants to parade you through the streets of Rome in chains, dressed in gold, humiliated before a million strangers. A trophy. The fallen queen of the East displayed like an animal for Roman citizens to spit at. You have seen what that looks like. You will not become it. Mark Antony is already gone. The man who loved you, who bet everything on you, who raised his sword against his own people for you, dead. He died believing you had already surrendered. You hadn't. But the rumor reached him before the truth did, and he drove his own blade into his stomach on the floor of this same palace. You held him while he bled out. You kissed a dying man and watched Rome win. That was 3 days ago. Since then, Octavian has visited you here. Polite, almost gentle. He sat across from you like a diplomat, not a conqueror. He promised safety, promised honor, promised Egypt would be respected. You smiled and said nothing. You are the daughter of pharaohs. You speak 9 languages. You have ruled this kingdom since you were 18 years old. You know exactly what a Roman promise is worth. Your children are sleeping somewhere in this palace right now. 3 of them. Caesarion, your son with Julius Caesar, is already gone, fled south on your orders days ago. The younger ones don't understand what is happening. They think tomorrow is just another day. You have spent today writing letters. To Octavian, formal and composed. To your children, something else entirely. Words you will never say out loud. Words that took you all morning to find and still felt like nothing when you finished. The room smells of flowers. You ordered them yourself. Roses and jasmine piled thick enough to fill the chamber with sweetness. If this is the last thing you breathe, it will not be cold Roman air. It will smell like Egypt. A servant brings the basket. Small, woven reed, ordinary looking. The kind a farmer carries to the market without a second glance. But you know what is coiled inside beneath the figs. An asp. Small, dark, patient. In Egypt, the cobra is sacred. A symbol of the goddess Isis, whom you have claimed as your divine self your entire reign. To die by its bite is not weakness, it is transformation. It is the queen returning to the gods she descended from. You do not tremble. You have made harder decisions than this on harder days than this with less time to think. You sit. You straighten your back the way your mother taught you before she disappeared from your life entirely. You lift your chin. You are dressed in full royal regalia. The crown, the gold, the linen. If anyone finds you, they will find a queen. Not a prisoner, not a body, a queen. You reach into the basket. The bite is quick, almost gentle. A sharp whisper against your skin and then a warmth spreading slowly up your arm like sunlight. Outside, Alexandria carries on. Ships in the harbor, markets closing for the night, children sleeping under Egyptian stars that have watched pharaohs rise and fall for 3,000 years. The warmth reaches your chest. You think of Caesar, you think of Antony, you think of the Nile in the early morning when the light turns everything gold and the air is still cool and Egypt feels eternal and unconquerable and yours. Your eyes grow heavy. Octavian will arrive in the morning. He will find the basket. He will understand immediately what you have done and why. And for one brief moment, the most powerful man in the world will stand in this room and realize that you won. He wanted a trophy. You gave him a legend. The last breath leaves quietly. Egypt's final queen does not go to Rome. She goes back to the gods. And today, in 3 minutes, you just lived it.